Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Frank Herren from Feuerland Spiele, looking at a mock-up of New York Zoo, a game by Uwe Rosenberg for 1 to 4 players.
Yeah.
And it features Uwe's famous puzzling.
Yes,
he does a lot.
And animal breeding, so Uwe is at his best, I think, with this game.
That's right, his specialties here.
Yeah.
So we are each making our own zoo, or making enclosures?
Yeah, you're constructing enclosures, yeah?
Okay.
You have this empty area at the beginning of the game and you want to fill it up with enclosures, because the goal of the game is to be the first one who has covered all his zoo area.
Okay.
But to use an enclosure, you always have to have at least one animal to put in there. Okay. So, and if it's your turn, you have only 2 choices. You're moving this elephant here, 1 to 4 spaces, and you can either stop at an enclosure tile. You're picking that up, puzzling it in your...
One of your choice from the holder?
the top one.
The top one,
yeah.
Okay.
Because the largest one are on the top and they are getting smaller. To the end of the game, you have smaller gaps and okay. So, and you have to put an animal in there. Okay, so either you stop on a tile, you place a tile in your zoo, or you're stopping on an animal spot, and then you may take 2 animals here, as shown on the spot. In this case, a penguin and a tree kangaroo, yeah. And you put it either in the appropriate enclosure to the other kangaroo, or in one of your houses. Okay. So, and the trick of the game is that you have some breeding lines, or I don't know the right English word, the breeding lines here, and whenever any player crosses a line with the elephant, like you're crossing this line for the kangaroos, and I have 2 kangaroos in my enclosure, I get a 3rd one, okay? Naturally. So, and once I filled up an enclosure with animals, like this, either by grabbing more from these parts or by getting more little offsprings, I may take an attraction, okay? Then this will be emptied again. If I have a space open here, a house, I can put 1 back in the house, and I may take what we call an attraction tile and puzzle it here in my zoo as well.
Okay.
So and there are some big ones that covers a lot of spaces and they get smaller. So on one hand you want to grab one, you want to be one of the first players to grab a big one to cover more spaces, but that means...
But you also have to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, you have to fill in the gaps and you're losing some animals, so what you could do also is like... In this situation, for example, I have only 3 spots to fill here, but when I get a new enclosure tile, I could choose to take 2 of these into the 2nd one here, so I get 2
breeding
offspring.
faster.
So, yeah, I might not be the first one who grab a big one, but in the end, I will have more speed, you know?
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. So, and yeah.
Okay.
Just a nice little game with a lot of cute animals.
Okay. Does this space change based on the player count? There's solo rules as well?
You can actually play up to 5 players this game, and yeah, the 3-player board is a little bit bigger the space as a 4-player board.
Okay. All right. And solo play, how does that work?
Solo play has a simple solo play rule, but yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. There you go. Quick overview. Due out in the middle of 2020, like in the summertime
2020,
in the
summer
US.
2020.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.